Ski Star 29 says, I think Allen should be ahead of Mahomes. Oh, we've got a challenger. You base these rankings on if you want these quarterbacks for a win-now situation next year. Allen had a very good year, and Mahomes was down. Allen works amazing with less, and Mahomes was struggling to make the passing attack that we have seen before.
Hey, listen, it's a very, I understand his points. I don't think he's crazy in some of the things he's saying there. I don't. Now, and really, in a lot of ways, they have similar strengths and flaws in a lot of ways, like you've heard me say. I mean, Mahomes and Allen both can get a little impatient, can both be like, hey, wait, I haven't made a highlight play here in a while. Screw the easy completions. I need to do something cool and fun, right? So they both can fall into that to a degree. Now, where I would say this is again, if you took top-level play, all right, I would go, yeah, Allen's might have had more consistent top-level play last year. But I don't think it's so much so, right, that you're going to wipe away some of the other things we're going to talk about. And I think what you got to remember, too, like we talked about the other day, Mahomes has a few guys that he can start to trust and throw the ball to, and they can frame that offense around him. I think it looks a little different, let alone if some of those catches that were made, like we talked about, they're 13-4 or 14-3, right? I mean, it was that close to us kind of viewing it differently. And let me just say this, too. And with those drops, it wasn't like it was like a 3rd-and-3 slant route drop. Right? Like the Detroit game at the start of the year, it was like 150 yards that were left on the field. It was like, whoa, he's going to run for a 70. He's wide open down the middle. He's going to run another 40 yards for a 70-yard touchdown.
Well, and the one turned into a pick six.
And one turned into a pick six. Right. There was 3 or 4 plays in that game that I'd go, that was that they make those catches. Kansas City wins. His quarterback rating's 130. He's got 3 touchdowns and 380 yards throwing, right? So that we can't forget that aspect of it. But I think the difference, too, what I would say, is Allen just fell also into the trap of being a little more reckless than Mahomes last year, right? Mahomes, for the most part of the year, played the game pretty clean. He did. Now, he got a little unlucky, and he had a few of the Raiders game at the end of the year where he got impatient, and there was a few other spots. But, I feel like with Allen, he hit a few more of those bumps in the road. And then, again, what I also take into account with a close one like this, hey, the effects on your team, what your team does, the belief, right? Your ability to lead, your ability to make unbelievable throws in the biggest moments. And that's where Mahomes does separate himself a little bit from really everybody.
You were talking about how Dak Prescott had only 4 regular season games where he had a quarterback rating of 95 or less.
Right.
I looked at Josh Allen.
Yeah.
He had that 11 times. And a lot of that was because of the interceptions. Those will kill your quarterback rating. But he had 11 games where he was below 95.
Yeah,
so that speaks to the
exactly.
up and down nature.
It was up and down nature, right? Trying to force a few too many throws, the fumbles as well this year. Of course, there's just too much on him. But hey, at Sky Star 29, you're not crazy with your thoughts there. I do want to make sure. And as I said during my last thing, I mean, Josh Allen is the most physically gifted quarterback in football right now, right? But the other guy is also really physically gifted. He's nipping on Josh Allen's heels, let alone he's got a clutchness and an aura and an ability to lead his team right now that I think is really special.
And for those who don't remember, in 2022, so just 2 years ago, you did have Josh Allen
as
number 1,
right,
over Patrick Mahomes.
There was really in the Mahomes era. There's 2 years where you could really argue that, really probably, there was another year I think I probably should have had Allen 1. I gave Mahomes still 1, I think. And I really felt like there was like 2-year period where
2021 maybe?
Yeah, I think it was. I think that was the year I'm thinking of where I go, there was 2 years there where I should have had probably Josh Allen 1, and I gave Mahomes probably a little bit of he's won the Super Bowl and a few more big games and gave him the bump. But as the year was done, I remember thinking Allen's kind of outplayed Mahomes for the last 2 years. But again, right now, that's not the case. Yo, what's up? Thanks for watching, homies. You know it's the off-season, but there's no off-season with Chris Simms Unbuttoned. It's the NFL. It goes all year around, all right? So hit subscribe, please, to hear my thoughts on your favorite team, your favorite quarterback, and, hey, how this season might unfold as we get ready for the 2024 season. We got a better picture, clearer look now that the draft is over, free agency. We know who's playing quarterback for certain teams. So, again, thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe. Peace out, homies. Check you out soon.